Backup levels. This is a quick lesson. I'll explain the difference between the full, differential, and incremental backups. A full backup job always copies all files that match the file set list of files and folders. In other words, everything that I put in the include list of file sets will be copied to the backup, independent of any backups done before, except of course for the list of files that is in the exclude list of the file set. Full backups are usually scheduled to run on Fridays or Saturdays, since it's more likely to have less people using the backup at serves at the weekends and consequently bigger backup frames. A full backup, like any other backup provided by Bacula, can fit a single or multiple volumes backup. Bacula does multiple volume backups automatically. You should not be worried about it. Now, it's the huge difference that few people know about differential and incremental backups. This is a diagram which I think it's the best way to show how differential and incremental backup works. In this example, I have a server which contains 4 files, X, Y, Z, and W, and a full backup is already done. Okay, so I start here from Monday. On Monday, only file X is modified. If I do an incremental backup, it will only copy X. If I do a differential backup, it will only copy X too. In this case here, it's the same. However, at Tuesday, if only file Y is modified, an incremental backup would contain only Y, and a differential backup content would contain the Y and the X, because the X was modified after I have done a full backup. Okay, so differential backup will always copy the difference between the actual list of files, the actual file set, and the last backup done. The incremental will only backup which is modified since the last backup. On Wednesday, the same thing. If I do incremental backup, it will only copy only Z. If I do a differential backup, it will contain X, Y, and Z. What are the consequences of doing that, incremental and differential backup? Of course, you can see here, incremental backups may be smaller than differential ones. This is true, it can be smaller. However, from my personal experience, you may notice that in usual conditions, most of modified files along the week are basically the same, so you may have little storage saving using incremental backup. What does it mean? The files that are modified during the week are usually the same, okay? So it's the same spreadsheets, it's the same databases, it's the same log files, so this difference between incremental and differential size may not be substantially. Observation 2. Incremental backups are more complex to restore, since you may need to read several volumes jobs in order to restore all files. For example, to restore this server in Wednesday here, I would have, using incremental backups, I would have to restore the last full, this backup from Monday, this backup from Tuesday, since it's the only one that contains the updated files, and this backup here from Wednesday. So you may have to access several different volumes. However, if you do a differential backup, you always going to need a maximum of 2 volumes, the last full and the last differential. Okay, so differential backup it's easier to restore than incremental backups. In other words, differential backup only backups files that have changed since the last completion of a full backup job, and incremental backup only backups files that have changed since the last terminated backup job, no matter what level it was. Okay, it will only copy what is new, what have the files that have changed since the last backup. Okay, this is very easy. If you have any doubt, please contact me.